When I turned 16, my stepdad suddenly decided that our house desperately needed better security. At least, that's what he confidently told my mom at the dinner table. At first, it sounded totally normal. He bought a doorbell cam, a backyard cam, and a camera in the garage. Then one night, I noticed something profoundly weird. I was walking down the hall when I spotted a tiny, faint blinking light on the smoke detector. I stared at it for a second, then pulled up the security app my stepdad had made all of us download. There it was, a live, high-definition camera feed labeled Hallway 2. My stomach completely dropped. Over the next few days, I started noticing more of them hidden in the most invasive places. A vent in the living room? Camera. A decorative shelf in the kitchen? Camera. Even the dark corner of the ceiling facing the stairs had a tiny lens tucked away. It felt like I was the unwitting star of a sick reality show I never signed up for. I tried telling my mom, but she brushed it off immediately. He just wants us safe, she said. Yeah, safe from what exactly? He worked night shifts, but somehow, he always knew everything that happened. If I came home 10 minutes late, he knew. If I was texting someone, he wanted to know who. If I looked upset in the kitchen, he'd ask why. It didn't make sense until the realization finally hit me. He wasn't just guessing. He was actively watching us, analyzing our every move. One night, I decided to test my theory. I stood in the kitchen, right in front of one of the hidden lenses, and mouthed, "I know you're watching." Nothing happened right away, but the next morning at breakfast, he wouldn't even look at me. He stared nervously at his coffee cup, completely avoiding eye contact. That's when I knew for absolutely sure. If he wanted to watch me so badly, I'd give him a thriller that would break him. I started acting weird on purpose. I would pace around and talk to myself in empty rooms. I'd stop mid-sentence, stare directly into the hidden camera lenses with dead eyes, and whisper random unsettling things like, "It's almost time," or "It knows what you did." At first, nothing changed. Then, the paranoia started getting to him. One night, around midnight, I heard him walking around the house, checking locks, turning lights on and off, pacing the floorboards. The very next day, he installed even more cameras. That's when I took it a step further. I created a fake conversation on my phone, making it look like I was texting someone named Evan. The messages were sinister. "I think he sees everything. He's not supposed to watch us. Tonight, it finally stops." I left my phone unlocked on the kitchen counter, right under the camera's direct view. Then, I went upstairs to my room and waited. At 12:47 a.m., I heard a massive crash downstairs. Then came fast, panicked footsteps. I cracked my bedroom door open. My stepdad was in the kitchen, frantically tearing through drawers, looking around wildly like an invisible entity was about to attack him. Then, he grabbed his car keys and bolted out the front door. He didn't come back that night. 2 days later, my mom got a frantic phone call. He had checked himself into a cheap motel across town. He told her he felt incredibly unsafe in his own home. He genuinely believed that some supernatural force or stalker was watching him. That's when the ugly truth came out. Turns out, he had been obsessively monitoring the feeds for months, barely sleeping, and slowly driving himself into severe paranoia. My little theatrical act pushed his fragile mind right over the edge. Mom was horrified. She hired a professional to have every single hidden camera ripped out of the walls that week. The house finally felt quiet again. We could breathe. But sometimes, late at night when the house is silent, I still catch myself staring nervously at the dark corners of the ceiling. I still check the smoke detectors, because once that trust is broken, you never truly get it back.